Murder is legal in my small town, but I am yet to kill someone. I grew up seeing it. At 8 years old, I watched a man walk into a cafe, smile at the waitress, wink at me, and then shoot 2 people dead. There was no malice. It was just normal. Mom told me to keep drinking my milkshake. That was my first experience with death. You'd think a town like this would tear itself apart. It did. Because of the urge. Mom explained it to me. A phenomenon where people would just wake up with a need to kill. A release. She killed her math teacher at 17. I didn't like her smile when she told it. Growing up, I was constantly on edge. Every morning I do ask myself, do I want to kill anyone today? My parents trained me with knives, taught me how to sever limbs. They wanted me to be ready. But I started to see cracks. Our neighbors, the Jensens, were caught killing and cannibalizing their own children. Kids I played with. Days later, I saw Mrs. Jensen watering her roses with an empty hose. Mrs. Jensen? I asked. Did you like killing Clay and Clara? Why, yes, she hummed. Of course I did. But did you love them? Her bright, toothy smile was terrifying. Her fingernails were still stained red, then her face contorted into a silent wail. She grabbed the fence, her fingers bleeding. I want to go home, she whispered to the air. Can you tell them to let me go home? I would like to see my children. Mom said Mrs. Jensen was just sick. But I saw the emptiness in her eyes. The urge was supposed to bring euphoria, but all I saw was pain. In high school, the pressure mounted. I was 17, and most kids my age had already killed someone. I hadn't. Mom grew impatient, threatening to send me for an MRI. The town was starting to notice. Then, on my 17th birthday, I bit into an apple, and a searing pain shot through my tooth. At the same time, my vision swam, and I heard it. Hysterical laughter, echoing inside my skull. The walls seemed to flicker. I thought I was losing my mind, rejecting the urge like a girl named Annalise spurring people. A classmate, Kaz Isaacs, who had his first kill years earlier, cornered me. Do you have a toothache by any chance? He asked, his eyes knowing. Like, bad toothache? I denied it, but the pain and the laughter kept returning. Then it happened. I woke up on the kitchen floor, a bloody knife in my hand, my mother's body lying peacefully beside me. The urge had finally come. But I felt no euphoria, no release. Just a hollow, crushing despair. And the laughter in my head grew louder. That's when Annalisa Duval showed up at my door in a filthy wedding dress, her nose bleeding. Hello, Elle, she said, barely glancing at the blood on my hands. Do you want to see the wall, people? Hearing the laughter, her ramblings didn't sound so crazy anymore. Can you hear the laughing? I asked. Sometimes, she said. That's how it started for me. As we left, Kaz showed up on a bike, trying to stop us, calling Annalise insane. But Annalisa was determined. She led us into the forest, the sky darkening unnaturally as we went. She had Hughes close. She pulled a knife and pressed it to his throat. I saw real fear in his eyes. Fear of death. He wasn't the fearless killer he pretended to be. Finally. In a dark clearing, Annalise stopped. Tasta, she said, pointing at nothing. But when I stepped forward, my hands hit sleek, cold metal. A door. When we stepped through, the laughter became deafening. We were in a room surrounded by television screens. On them were faces, an audience, staring down at us. But on smaller monitors, we saw our own lives playing out like episodes. One screen showed Cass, a younger, cleaner Cass, with a badge around his neck. A man's war covered in blood. A man's voice off-screen asked, "Why have you signed up for this program?" "So I can get my darkroom rep back," the on-screen Kaz said arrogantly. I've got 1 million followers to impress, man. Darkroom loves me. You pay me to be my real, authentic self. My blood ran cold. This wasn't the urge. It was a show.
A sick, twisted reality show. You will keep killing.
The man asked. We will be sending signals to your brain, which will make you commit murder. Do it, the on-screen cause said. As long as I'm getting paid, you can slice my brain up all you want. The screen flickered to a live view of my house. Kaz stared, horrified.
That wasn't me. I don't remember that.
Alarm bells suddenly blared, and the room flashed red. Peeking! Annalisa squealed. I slammed the door shut and turned to Kaz, my mind racing. The pain in my tooth was the implant I was steady. You need to knock my tooth out. Now. The world I knew was a lie. Our lives, our urges, were just entertainment for a hidden audience. But now that I knew truth,